Weekly Gear Update is brought to you by Mid-South Shooter Supply.
Hi, and welcome to 6.5 Guys. I'm Ed Mobley.
And I'm Steve Lawrence. As many of you guys know, for this season for PRS, we're shooting Tactical Class 308. Now, we're still waiting for our match guns, patiently. In the meantime, we're doing what we recommend everybody that's getting into the sport, shoot what you have. Now, we have 308s. I'm actually using a 308, and what we have is yours that you're currently using, right? It's an AI AT. Tell us a little bit about what we got here.
I'm sure lots of folks are going to cry me a river that I'm stuck using an AI AT. Okay, I'll concede to that. But yeah, I decided to use that for the tactical class. But the factory barrels on the AI rifles in 308 are 12 twist barrels. Yeah. And with some of the newer, longer, high BC bullets, the stability is marginal.
Now, as you know, for Tactical Class PRS, you can only go up to 175. So
correct.
Tell us about what you were seeing shooting 175s with a 12 twist barrel.
Well, in some of the longer, higher BC bullets, they just weren't grouping very well.
Okay. And
I could shoot the Match Kings, which stabilize very well in a 12 twist barrel. Mm-hmm. They actually recommend 11 1/4, but still, I noticed just a big difference.
Yeah.
And I did the Miller stability formula that's mm-hmm. available on JBM Ballistics, and sure enough, it was just marginally stable. So you talk to most folks in this game, and they're shooting 10 twist barrels.
Yep.
And so what I needed to do is I needed to get a really nice 10 twist barrel. I didn't want to have to send my rifle in for them to do the final tweaking.
And how did you source your barrel? Where did you get it?
So I went to Mile High Shooting Accessories. Okay. I mean, they've been just a terrific friend of the 6.5 Guys, yeah. Just in supporting some of the
big thumbs up and a plug for them.
So. Absolutely. I mean, I purchased my rifle from them. So I said, hey guys, I need a 10 twist barrel in 308. None of the off the shelf barrels in 308 were in 10 twist. And I thought, man, I am like in for a wait, right? Yep. But fortunately, they have Bartlein barrel blanks in different contours in stock.
Yep.
And you just tell them what you're shooting, and if possible, send them a loaded cartridge. And what I did is I told them that I wanted to maintain a particular jump mm-hmm. with a particular bullet. So I sent them 3 sized cases, and then 3 cases with a bullet seated at the particular depth that I wanted. In this case, the heel of the bullet was just forward of the next.
So they're chambering it very specifically to your cartridge,
correct,
your bullet, and how much jump you want.
Correct. I mean, it's not like they're creating a reamer for you, but they have a number of reamers at their disposal. Mm-hmm. And so what they determined was the Bisley pattern mm-hmm. Of the 308 chamber is most appropriate for my bullet cartridge.
And we're shooting RDFs. The Nosler RDFs.
Yeah, the ones.
Sure.
Yeah, so this was for the 175 RDFs.
Yep.
And so what's nice about it is with the bullet seated where the heel of the bullet is right at the neck shoulder junction, I get their recommended 50 thou jump.
Okay.
I can move it just slightly forward if I wanted to do 20 thou, but just given the design of the bullet, Nosler's recommending approximately 50 thou jump. So I got exactly what I wanted with this particular reamer. And so when I took the barrel out and shot it for the very first time, I just ran a patch through it. I mean, this right here, I mean, we'll have a close-up picture. I mean, these were the first 7 rounds.
Wow,
just
nice.
Just shooting.
Nice little group. Yep.
Yeah, just shooting right off of a bipod and a rear bag, and then of course I was these groups right here. I was just experimenting with different loads. But as you can see, I mean, there's really not an atrocious group in there.
Yeah.
I was playing around with the Hornadys and the Nosslers, etc. So what I did see was for the 175 RDF is the twist rate definitely mattered. It definitely mattered, and it definitely improved things quite a bit. And then what I really liked was the fact that I could have somebody spin up a barrel for my AI rifle, that it head spaced perfectly. I mean, they even machined the little wrench flats in here. And so I was very, very pleased. And just the quality of the threading, even before I shot it, I looked at it with the bore scope, and it was just a really, really nice job.
Now, for you folks that are interested in AIAT, the barrel change is very easy, right? We're talking about a 5-minute job, right?
Yeah, I mean, if that, I mean, we could even illustrate it here. You just need a 4 millimeter wrench, and so what I'll first do, if you can just hold this here, I'm just going to screw off the suppressor. Sorry for you folks in California. You don't get one of these. And then, I know it's probably going to roll on the floor.
Got it.
Maybe, okay. Oh, whoa. Oh.
You got me.
It just started moving ever so slightly. And you just turn, it's a 4 millimeter key, and you just turn it just a couple of times. And then to take off the barrel, just hold that. And again, you just do it hand tight.
Gotcha.
And then the barrel.
So once you put it back on, you're tightening it up to as tight as you can get it by hand, and then you're just locking it down with that hex key.
Yeah, so let's just pretend that I'm putting it back on. And per the instructions, is you screw it back on. You just lube the threads up with brake free. You don't need to put anti-seize or anything. So what you do is you do it hand tight, like that.
Gotcha.
And then you torque it to 49 inch-pounds. So I have my handy Viha German-made
torque wrench
right here.
It's already set.
Already set. And then you're good to go. And I was pleasantly surprised just the return to zero is just darn near perfect.
So what's a new barrel cost that's chambered to your specs?
It varies. I mean, this was like mid 700s delivered, and that included the coating and the threading and the wrench flats. But you know, prices vary depending on whether you want to use a Bartline or maybe some other brand. So they have a lot of options at Mile High. So I could definitely say, you know, if you're looking for a new barrel for your AI, you know, there are a lot of providers out there, a lot of competent providers, but at least from my experience, if you want a very quick turnaround and you want a quality product, I mean, I wouldn't hesitate to go with a Mile High.
Yep. Well, very good. So in the meantime, we'll continue to be shooting our .308 rifles. You know, I think as we talk to our gunsmith, Travis Riddell of Arbros, we're just waiting on a couple more components to get those rifles put together. So stay tuned. We're hoping to get them fielded here before the season's halfway over. So
yeah, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to call it Mile High, and I'm going to get like a 16.5-inch 8-twist barrel so I can shoot .308 subsonic. Put the can on that. I mean, that's just going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right, guys. Hopefully you found this episode interesting. Be sure to check out the write-up. And until next time, remember, life's an adventure.
Stay on target.